This is Jim Connor. Today we will take a quick look into the future of toys. Steve Castellotti is the CEO of Puzzlebox, and he has a device that senses electrical signals from a person's brain to control the motor in a toy. The Orbit system uses some standard off-the-shelf technology components such as this NeuroSky EEG device that detects different types of brain waves along with software developed by his company to control this helicopter. Steve is continuing his work to develop more features and functions for this product and potentially other devices. Here's a short discussion I had with Steve about the Orbit. Steve, thanks for stopping by today. It was really enjoyable to see the Orbit, to see the kids at the school here try this out, and I think we learned a couple things. One is that every kid loves this device. You should pick it up here and just show it.
Yeah.
A little helicopter that's driven by the brain waves, basically, right? Can you tell us just briefly an overview of this?
We're using an EEG from NeuroSky, a very simple one, single sensor electrode, and we're positioned over the prefrontal cortex, which is where conscious thought happens. And we have a couple algorithms that we're running, and the one we care most about is focus and attention. So we can use this to measure when someone is consistently focused on the same train of thought. So whether that's doing the alphabet backwards in their head or singing a song, thinking of street names from one side of town to the other, any sort of consistent thought process, we can pick that up.
I see, very interesting. You've used this both for a consumer marketplace, but now it's got some educational opportunities, is that correct?
That's the idea, yeah. We started off with an educational focus.
Oh, you did.
We were working with Lego Mindstorms, the programmable kits, and lots of schools are in the first Lego League, so they already had the kits, but they were fairly expensive. And we wanted to be able to create something interesting that was accessible, that people could pick up and use to practice like a weight set for their mind, for focus.
Yeah.
So early on we did work with a couple individual schools where over time they actually measured the students' progress. This was again with the Lego kits, they were building robots and they were taking turns in teams racing their robots by focusing. And they would see who was able to get focused first and who was able to maintain focus longest. That would make the robot go the fastest. And they measured their progress, their improvements over the course of the year, and that was sort of dovetailed with their schoolwork. The effort's key. You know, if you're not putting forth any effort to make it go, then you're not achieving anything. So we can set the difficulty, we can tune it to the person, but everybody here was hitting it at a pretty reasonable difficulty level. So it's nice to see. So we are intending to launch our Kickstarter this spring. We're shooting our videos and we're sort of getting all of our pieces polished. We're on our third prototype. We'll be doing a public appearance over at MIT in about a week. And from there we're hoping to launch, let's say, within the next month. Anyone who's interested in this technology, adults, whatever, even children if they want to get involved, we try to foster a community. All the things that we do are open source, the hardware, the software, we try to talk about how it works. We're more interested in furthering the science and the technology than we are necessarily in just selling helicopters. By introducing people responsibly to what's possible and point out where the limitations are, we think that's the best way to grow this, and that's going to be the best for us, no matter what the outcome.
And your website and email is?
Puzzlebox.info.
.info, and email would be?
contact@puzzlebox.info.
Right. Steve, thank you so much for your time today. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun.